Here we go, wrestling with Ski. I mean, I want to say it was a better night than it was last night, but I mean, I don't know about you. I felt it to be kind of like a dud for the most part. I mean, we did finally see like Mason T-Bar and all of them finally turn on Mustafa Ali after he blew up on them again. Give him high justice. The Spike slam. See you later. Um, so we did get to see that, but I mean that thing was floundering. I mean they came out with their names, and it was like we found out their names. It was dead then. Like I already didn't like it from word one. And then Slapjack, Mace, T-Bar, Reckoning. Like like we know who all of them are. Like we know who they all were. Like it was just stupid. And now, well, apparently, from what happened last night on the pre-show, it's over. Hopefully, about damn time. Like that was just dumb. But I move on to the main show. I mean, the women's tag team title match. I mean, I don't know. It was more exciting. Like what happened after the match. You know, like I found the whole thing just to be dumb and a giant waste of time, which is disappointing because, well, this is normally the time of year when the writers actually don't suck. No offense to them the rest of the year. But I mean, we were on such a roll. Pay per views were doing good. I couldn't find anything to complain about. And then, stupid. I mean, we did get, after the match, because stupid stuff happened. Yeah, Sasha got pinned. So that's stupid. But we did get to see Sasha slap the taste right out of Bianca's mouth. So, I mean, at least, there she is going full, heel, as they would put it. So, I mean, at least that happened. But, now, I said yesterday, didn't put much faith into this being any good. And, well, guess what? It was kind of pointless. And really is what's the point? Like, they could have had them do all that. Turn on one another, like her slap the taste out of her mouth without them having to, go into a women's tag title match, which we knew exactly what the outcome was going to be, like, before it even happened. So, yeah, that was kind of dumb. It was really dumb. In fact, I wrote stupid down. Like, one, two, three, four, five times, just right there. Stupid, 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 and a giant waste of breath and time. But it is what it is. Which then leads us to, them showing Shane in one of the practice rings, which it is impressive how much Tropicana Field, like how they have practice rings and how much stuff they have there for all this. I'm just wondering what they're going to do when baseball season starts. But, yeah, it's amazing. There we see Shane. Oh, look, he hurt himself. So there he is on crutches. Shocker. See, I told you something stupid was going to happen to get him out of it. Or to have something happen. And, well, we get to see Shane backstage. Elias is bugging him, saying he'll do anything to be able to perform at WrestleMania. And of course, Shane says he has an idea. And we all knew when he said that meant Elias was going to get murdered by Strowman. And there's Elias performing in the thing with Jackson Riker on one side, Shane on the other. He starts Strowman. Shane tells him to stop. He says, yeah, but you got to face Strowman. Huh? And as we expect, Strowman's just out there flinging people left, right, and indifferently. They make the angry Strowman. Roar, yeah. And like anyone that actually thought that even with Riker out there, I mean, it was going to do anything. He put up a little bit of a fight, but I mean, Riker threw him back in because the WrestleMania, spot to perform was, on the line. He throws Elias back in, and Elias just got murdered. And we get to see an angry, Strowman storm away. Did like Shane's shirt, though, taping over Strowman and putting stupid for the Stupid Express. That was good. Just to add to it. And again, now, sadly, like I said, it's going to be a Mania thing. They're going to drag it out. And, well, that looks like it's where it's going. So I just hope they don't screw it. But that was another just dumb. Like, what the hell was the point of doing any of it if that's what it was going to turn into? That was just a waste of time. Then we did get to see the video package for Apollo doing his change, and Big E's response for SmackDown again. Apollo, I always thought he was really athletic. He's gifted in that. I mean, but he was in NXT for about 45 seconds. And they called him right up for there's like no time down there, character development, like anything. And he floundered. That's why he floundered on the main roster. And then they could do this character, but that damn accent just, it's just bad. So I mean, I don't know. I just don't like it. Then we got, and of course, Big E won the match. I mean, he was in control at the beginning, doing some crazy stuff. Then Apollo took control with the drop kick to the knee. They did the usual. Big E's emotions took over and could have got him in this situation, but he gets the win, and Apollo attacks him, after the match and says this isn't over in that god awful, accent. And hopefully they put together a really, really good thing at Mania. I mean, they put it on for another month, so they're going to for another, for pay per view in 3 weeks. So I imagine we'll see if they give him the shot. I just don't think that they're going to give it to him. But we'll see how they play it out the next couple of weeks. That'll help tell more of the story. But again, it wasn't anything very exciting. And it was such a quick pay per view. Like, I started it really, really late. Like, so I had to play catch up. And, like, on my normal Sundays, when there's no wrestling on, like, I was only up, like, a half hour later than I'd regularly be in bed. Like, it ended that early. Like, they could have done so much more. And I started late and I was still in bed pretty much on time, which tells you just how, like, it just seemed like they rushed through it, like Fastlane normally is, I guess. But I mean, the best thing to me was seeing Tozawa again. Haven't seen him, like, do anything big in a while. Looking for truth in the 24/7 title. And the Old Spice displayed, like, our truth, like 50 million, I think he's up to 50, 24/7 title reigns. I mean, just to see Tozawa back. There he is. I mean, I haven't seen him do that much in a while. There he was. And, yeah, in truth, like, the most entertaining thing of the whole night, sadly, was, like, truth. Like, that's all you got. That's all you... I don't know, maybe it's just me. And the match with Rollins and Shinsuke, I mean, I think that could have been so much better, but, we got to keep going over and over and over and over and over about, him swinging him 22 times, Cesaro. So, again, they're still playing it up for Mania, like I thought. Like, we got 3 weeks now, so next 3 weeks should be interesting before we get there. And, I mean, Shinsuke did have, did get control after Seth had it at the beginning, and Seth was trying to get ready to do a swing himself after going off about he swung 22 times, and Shinsuke did, like, counter it into like an armbar, but I mean, like, Seth got the win with the stomp, and it was like that could, like, that's, like, I sat there and watched it. That's what I remember, like, him going off about the swing, and those two are just too talented, but they just seem to rush everything in there to be like just quick, fast, done. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Like, especially with your first pay-per-view event, like streaming it all on Peacock, which I heard there are problems for some people. I don't know, I watch it on the network one more time. Just hoping that Peacock will be better, so that way, the buffering and stuff I normally deal with the network maybe will be gone. But, like, that could have been so much better, and it was such a dud to me. I mean, like, Shinsuke, like, again, go back and watch him with Sammy and all the stuff he did in, like, NXT. Like, he put on such good matches, and then you see him last night, and you're all, oh. It's, I don't know, it could just be me, but could have been better. And I might add, WWE, last night doing the go get vaccinated stuff, like, let people make their own choices. Like, life can go back to normal without everyone getting vaccinated. And you see all the actual stats about people being overweight and pre-existing conditions and all that, like, the survival rate of it is astronomical. Like, the people that need it, yeah, they should get it, but trying to force the whole world to do it, like, just shut up already. That's why we watch wrestling, to get away from all that. So stop it. I didn't need to see that in the middle. That did not help my mood. At all. But what did help my mood a lot was, again, Drew and Sheamus, the no holds barred match. I mean, am I tired of seeing them? The kendo stick going into like Drew's mouth and playing off the jaw thing. Yeah, I'm over it already at this point. Um, Seeing Drew like ram the handle of the kendo stick right, covered it up obviously like, right into his eye socket of Sheamus, like that was cool. I mean, and like just on a different note, like how bad. I mean, you even heard the thud when they were out like on the other side of the barricade. Like how bad do you think those suplexes had to feel for both of them out on that floor? Like that couldn't have felt new. Like there was a solid smack on that last one. Like those guys, like you saw them, but they beat the living hell out of each other. That was probably the match of the night right there to me. Well, no, Brian and Roman did put on a hell of a show. It just ended stupid. That was like right up there with that. It was one of the best like of the thing the whole night. You know. So I mean, we did get to see a lot of great spots though in the match. I mean, again, all the suplexes on the forwards. Drew seems to throw Sheamus a lot of those outside the ring in all their matches. I don't know. There's something about that on the back though. Can't feel good for anyone. There was when Drew threw Sheamus, right through the screens of the Thunderdome. Sparks flew, hit the ground, wheeled him over there across the thing. Sheamus got him on white noise up on the barricade and drove him right through the announce table, which was great. Like they didn't do that before. It's something you don't get to see very often. I mean, they've been doing a lot of stuff. But you're like, damn, look at that. I haven't seen that in a long time. Like they were good, and you saw both their just with kendo stick shots and all that. Like they were just like you could see just the sheer misery. I think they've been going at it like that for a couple of weeks, and you see they're back in the match. Then we've seen after the match, yeah, after the match pictures where it just looks so abysmal and miserable. Like that can't feel good. And Sheamus with his hip and all that, but they kept going. Like they tore the place down. It was amazing. And at the end, Sheamus pulling it, doing the "What about Sheamus? What about me?" thing. Yeah, reminded me of our dear friend Raven. What about me? What about Raven? Or as Chris Jericho's interpretation, "What about you? What about Raisin?" From way back when. But he brings in the piece of the table. Drew gets the Future Shock DDT on there. Claymore, done. His face all painted up too. I mean, like it, but go back and watch that one. That was a highlight of the night compared to like the first couple matches. That one was good. Like that lived up to what we figured it was going to be. Just a whooping. Still like their first match on Raw where there was no weapons or anything. They just beat each other, but they've been putting on like those matches there. Like that was great. That was a highlight of the night for me. Very big highlight. And another highlight is just jealous we are of Randy because of the whole Alexa straddling him thing, but that's another story. They got liquid coming out of his mouth. Enter Alexa, get to see the cool stuff. The fire. I mean, she's really good at throwing fire. Like, by the way, she's got that down pat. Something you didn't see for a very long time. People like screw it up. She's really, really good at that. And we had that. The fire, chase him around, dropping lights from the sky. We all read Randy's lips after the light fell. We all know what he said. U F and B. There you go. I mean, you could read his lips there, but it was cool. And then again, another fireball, which she's so good at. And boom, here comes the Fiend. From underneath the ring, the new all burnt up to death. Kind of trippy looking. Looks like some old horror stuff. I want to see what they're going to do with all that. Finally, we were all waiting to see what it was going to look like. So, at least we have that now. See what they keep doing with it if it goes back to normal. I mean, you got to see what Alexa brought back. And, well, he hits Sister Abigail. And Alexa still gets the win, even though the ref saw that. I don't know what. But he's finally back. We all know he's coming back. Finally told the story, of what was going on with all that. But, that whole, like, the referee letting him. Like, seeing that, the Sister Abigail and all that by the Fiend, and then still counting the pinfall. I mean, whatever. But he's back. Now we get to see what they're going to do with that, which, man, we've been waiting for him to come back. So let's just see how that goes. And then again, Bryan versus Roman with Edge. You know, Roman showed his power. Daniel showed his technical ability, going for all kinds of different submissions, and Roman scurrying to the ropes and getting himself out of there. Roman pulled out a Boston Crab full on, which was good to see. You don't see him do that too often, and submissions and all that. So that was good to see. We all knew it. I mean, like Daniel goes for the knee, Roman moves. I don't know. I mean, you could tell it was planned. Obviously, the referee was way behind Roman, but he moved, takes out the referee. Edge gets in the ring. Daniel's got the last locked in. Here comes Jey Uso throwing super kicks around. Bada boom. Gets a chair. Everything, I'll expect it to go. He loses control of the situation. Someone gets a chair being, Bryan. He just mollywops like, Jay with the chair a lot. Till he's out of the ring, and then he looks around, sees the referee's down, goes to hit Roman. Roman ducks out, hits Edge with it. He gets Roman back in the S-lock. Roman taps. Done, done, done. But there's no referee to see it. Enter Edge with the chair, just clubs both of them with it, saying this is his, da-da-da-da-da-da. And he storms off looking all angry, so I guess they're going to put him as the bad guy now, which, it's not going to work. No one wants to see that. They're just going to have it as a momentary thing. I don't know, but no one wants to see Edge as a bad guy. No one's going to believe Roman as a good guy. No one wants him to be. No one's ever going to want to be. So, I don't know what they're going to do with that or what they're going to do with Daniel now. I'm sure they're going to make it some kind of way where they're all involved in the match or a 2-night thing or who knows. But yeah, just to have it on that way, and then after that happens conveniently, suddenly there's a new referee after all that for minutes and minutes of waiting. So the ending of it was dumb, but I mean, again, it was a hell of a match, and Roman was even pulling out some stuff that we didn't get to see very often, so it was exciting. That match, but there were a lot more lowlights, for me, over highlights. It could just be me, I could be just being crabby and curmudgeon, but that's just me. But, yeah. Overall, I mean, I could say it was good. Wasn't great, but it was a good night. So now we just got to wait and see what they do on Raw, the aftermath, and to play all the stories out. We have 3 weeks till Mania, so now we just get to wait and see. So, let me know what you think. I mean, what you thought about it all. Could just be me. I could be crazy, but I mean, there was a lot of just involved. Maybe my hopes are just set too high as WrestleMania season, They had 2 good pay-per-views where I didn't want to rip my head off, but what did I expect? Too much, apparently. But, again, I appreciate the listen. Again, I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify under Wrestling with Ski. Listen along, follow, comment, tell me what you think, tell me what you want me to watch. Give opinions, do all that. More followers, the easier it is for people to find it. More we can start a real conversation about this stuff, so have a good day. Don't forget Raw's on tonight. Take care of one another. Be nice. All that stuff. And till tomorrow for the Talk About Raw. Peace.